It's been almost 1 month since Zara Hussein brought her 3-year-old son to this stabilization center in Jere in northeastern Borno State. Just weeks ago, Ishak's life was hanging in the balance due to acute malnutrition. Feeding had become increasingly difficult, so bringing him here, she says, was her only option.
He's been taking his meals and milk. If this support stops, we'll be really unhappy because we can't afford to get this care elsewhere.
Ishak's case reflects a much wider crisis unfolding across Nigeria and the region. The UN World Food Programme warns that about 13 million children in West and Central Africa could suffer from malnutrition this year, while more than 3 million people are expected to face emergency levels of food insecurity. Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon, and Niger account for nearly 77% of those affected. In Nigeria's northeast, the situation is particularly dire.
Across Nigeria, humanitarian needs are rising. Families are facing increased food insecurities. Children are facing alarming level of malnutrition. Civilians in Borno, Adamawa, and Yobe continue to live in the fear of increased violence attack.
According to the UN, nearly 35 million Nigerians could face food insecurity in the coming seasons, with more than 3 million children at risk of severe acute malnutrition. While aid agencies are scaling back due to funding constraints, the UN says a shift is now underway, placing greater responsibility on national and local authorities. As international humanitarian funding continues to shrink, the UN says Nigeria is entering a transition phase, one that puts government leadership, domestic financing, and community-driven solutions at the center of the response to hunger and malnutrition. The government says humanitarian assistance must go beyond emergency relief and focus on long-term solutions.
Humanitarian response must not remain as an end in itself. Humanitarian action must serve as a bridge, supporting stabilization, restoring dignity, and enabling households and communities to move permanently out of vulnerability and poverty.
Authorities say priorities now include boosting food production, strengthening social protection systems, supporting local farmers, and expanding nutrition programs, especially for children and pregnant women. But for families like Zara's, survival still depends on continued and immediate support. Kelechi Emekalam, CGTN Abuja, Nigeria.